we enter a B school or any new sphere of our lives, we might have a vague idea or direction as to where we're headed. But the people around you might create an impression that yes, this is the place to be, or this is the job that you should have, or this is the car you should have. So it leads to a groupthink of sorts. So, how do you decide what is the best for you and not get influenced by the externalities that we were discussing before and internalize all this?
I'm asking you a simple question, all of you who are students here. Is your life, I'm talking about your life, is it a precious life?
Yes.
I want you to understand this. Even a so-called insignificant ant, if you try to catch him, he shows how significant his life is for him. Yes or no? He doesn't think, I'm just an ant, you can crush me. No, his life is very precious for him, and that's so for you. If your life is so precious, is it not important where you're going to invest this life? You're going to invest this life simply because somebody's going to pay you a little more? You're going to invest your life simply because your friend is going to a lesser company and you're feeling very good about that? This is not the way. When such a question arises in your mind, you must withdraw from the influence of your peers, your parents, your teachers, the atmospheres that you normally live in. Just a small amount of time, maybe 5–10 days, where you're well supported so that you don't have to fight for survival. You're supported, but you're not influenced to such a place and really look at this. Where do I want to invest my life? Into what? What is it truly worthwhile for this life to be involved in for the rest of my life? When you're not unhappy, when you're not frustrated, when you're not jealous, when you're not hateful or resentful, when you're peaceful and happy, you must decide what you wish to do. Once you decide, you shouldn't be every day looking who is doing better, who is doing better, who is doing better. Nobody is doing better than anybody. Either you're doing great or you're just lousy, that's all there is. Yes, within yourself, in your experience of life, either you're doing great or you're having a lousy life. That's about it. Nobody is doing better than somebody, nobody is happier than somebody else. Either you're joyful or you're not, isn't it? So you must invest in your life what you think is truly worthwhile. It doesn't matter what it gives, because in the end, do you know this? There is no cargo ship going with you. Hello? There's no cargo ship going with you, so possessions are only for our use, not to accumulate. Yes, what we can use we must have, of course. But it is not just to have something against somebody else. Most people's houses are like warehouses. They're living in warehouses. Because most of the stuff, at least 70 to 80% of the stuff in most homes are never used, they're just warehousing it. They have no space to move, they have to clean it every day, but lots of things they got because neighbors bought it. It's time, because this is sensible for your life and this is sensible for the planet.
So, Sadhguruji, we also have a set of e-media questions that have come to us. So, we would like to address the name of the person and the question that we've got. So, we have a question from Erin Hestrong. He, just to give a little bit of context, we saw the video of Sadhguruji running on Himalayas, playing football, playing cricket. So, sir, in that context, how to keep yourself on the go all the time?
On the go. You don't have to be on the go all the time. If life demands, people ask me, Sadhguru, how are you active like this? Because generally my schedule is anywhere between 18 to 20 hours a day, 7 days of the week, 365 days, non-stop. For many years it's going on. Why? I'm complaining and the guy's clapping about it. So people keep asking, how do you keep yourself like this, how do you do this? See, I'm essentially lazy. It's just that the situation in the world demands action. Left to myself, I would close my eyes and simply sit. I'm made like this, if I close my eyes, I can sit like this till I fall dead. Really. I have really no need for action. I'm not trying to keep myself busy. There's a lot to be done, so you're doing. People ask me, Sadhguru, what's your dream? What is your dream? I said, my dream is the day I'm unemployed, that's a great day. Because if I am unemployed, it simply means everybody is doing fantastic. What more do you want? Dream fulfilled. So, action is not something that you decide. You just decide your intent. Action, the world will decide how much of what. I'm, at these economic forums and stuff, I'm at the World Economic Forum. This guy, from one of the business schools in Harvard Business School, one professor comes, "Oh, you're that amazing tree planter." I said, "No, I'm not a tree planter." He said, "No, you planted those millions of trees." "Yes, I did, but I'm not a tree planter." Asked me, "Then what do you do?" I said, "I make people flower, not plant trees, but I'm planting trees because the goddamn trees are missing where they should have been." Where they should have been, they're not there. It's like this. Two men were working on the street. One man is digging pits, behind him another man is coming and closing and going. Somebody else was driving by, they saw this ridiculous activity. One guy digs the pit, another guy closes the pit. So they stopped and said, "Hey, what are you doing here? Why are you guys working like this? One guy digging, another guy closing." They said, no, the in-between guy has gone on leave, he's the tree planter. He's not there, we're doing our work. So lot of people are doing work like this, I'm doing my work. You have no work on this planet. If the planet needs work, if the world needs work, we will do it. Otherwise, why should I think this is my work? "Sadhguru, what's your mission?" I said, "No mission, I'm just fooling around a bit." Because you have no business to have your own mission. Life has its own mission. In some way, if you can assist and serve that, that's about it. What is it that you have your own mission? Are you some kind of a tyrant? All missionaries are tyrants in some way, unknowingly. Yes, those who think they have a mission. There is no mission. What is needed you do, especially when you study in a business school and get certain competence to manage things or create things, you must create what is needed, not create some rubbish and push it on them. Yes? Yes or no? You must see how to make life better, how to solve situations which are problematic to a whole lot of people. You must look for solutions and solutions for the existing situations. And of course, there are experts who go on creating new problems. So you will never be short of problems, believe me. You just have to create solutions, not go on a mission mode. That's for Mussolini.
Sadhguruji, Shilpa wants to know, I think, and we've been discussing this for a long time, that you shouldn't set a goal, you should enjoy the process. But how do you be less goal-oriented in life and follow your passions? And also, aren't her passions also a goal?
See, less goal-oriented means what? Have a goal and not get there? Or have a small goal? What is it? Less goal-oriented. See, what you're calling as a goal is a consequence, isn't it? If you're only focused on the consequence and not on the process, then your consequence will just be an unfulfilled dream in your life, just a desire which will be unfulfilled. Only if you conduct this process right, consequence will happen. Maybe not necessarily the way you thought, maybe it'll happen in some other way, but the consequence is bound to happen, isn't it? If you're conducting the process right. It's like growing flowers in your garden. If you want flowers in your garden, you don't have to do flower meditation. You don't even have to think of flower. Probably you don't even know what flower will come out. But you need to think soil, manure, water, sunlight. None of them look or feel or smell like flowers. But If you handle them right, flowers will happen. This is how life works, this is life's process. If you do not engage in the life's process, if you do not figure out what is the life's process, then you will only desire. Desires are very exhilarating to have in the beginning. Later on, that's what makes people frustrated. If you just look at people's faces, I'm not making any commentary on any people here, I'm saying just look at people's faces in the world. Look at your own face when you were 5 years of age, your face was like this. Slowly becomes like this. After this event, get a little more and more sober. Slowly, the way people are walking, I'm afraid they may scratch their chin on the floor. It's becoming so long. I was addressing a group of people at the Princeton University. I just looked around, there were about 350, 400 people, all of them. Especially in the universities, they have extra long faces. Maybe it's the weight of knowledge. I just looked around, only about 4 or 5 young people who were sitting there, they were little lively. All others like this, if I tell them a joke, they agree with me. Then after about 40-45 minutes of talking, then I say, what's happened to all these people over 30 years of age? Why are they carrying such long faces? One lady stood up and said, they're all married.